Hi guys, and welcome to another video. So today's video is going to be a vlog because it's been a few videos time since I did just a regular vlog. So I thought I'd do that today. I've not been feeling great the last few days, which is why we've had slightly different videos, but we are back to doing a normal vlog, so I hope you're excited. I've got a few things planned today. I want to work Caramel and Lucy and Charlie for sure. Chile, questionable because his allergies have been a bit all over the place recently, so we shall see. But those are definitely going to be worked. And I'm considering free schooling Caramel because that went so well the last time. But let's, we'll see. I might lunch her, I might free school her. So towards the back end of mine and Lucy's warm-up, I thought I'd have a little bit of fun. So I first obviously warmed her up and everything, and then I decided to try a go at no reins canter. So instead of just taking my reins off because I didn't want to be a complete lunatic, I actually tied them in a knot, and I wanted to see how long I could keep Lucy going in canter with no reins. Obviously don't try this at home, especially with the current NHS situation. We don't need any accidents, but I knew Lucy was going to be fine. The only thing she was going to do really was break from canter. So on her right rein, I didn't do it for too long because it was like our first little attempt. But then on the left rein, we did keep going for quite a while, and I was really pleased with her. So once I'd finished messing about, it was then time to actually get down and do some work, and today we did a lot of lateral movement. Lucy's very lazy at the minute. She has put a little bit of weight on, so we need to get her working and eating less, which is very difficult with Lucy because all she ever wants to do is eat. But at the minute she is getting a little bit lazy, and that is because of the additional weight that she's just gaining and turning into a slug. So we need to try and get her forward and off my leg a bit more. Okay guys, so I've just finished riding Lucy. She was so good today. I even had to go at the no range challenge. The reason I did that was because a lot of people have been asking me to do different challenges, and I thought that was probably the safest with Lucy because I know she's a good girl. Don't try it at home if your horse isn't going to be good. I knew 100% that she'd be absolutely fine. She's not that forward in her canter or anything, and she's quite lazy at the minute, but the main thing we want with Lucy is to be relaxed, and we have finally got her to relax in canter, so I was just demonstrating how relaxed she is. But yeah, she was super good. My mum rode Chile and I actually got on him as well today, but I didn't film it just because it was really short, and you're going to be seeing a whole lot more of Mr. Chili Pepper because we think, fingers crossed, touch all the wood, that his allergies are getting there under control, which means I can start jumping him. I am so excited, also so nervous because the last time he was out of jumping and then we brought him back in, he went a bit crazy, and he's 17 hands and I'm 5'2". So we shall see how that goes, but we are officially going to try and jump him very soon. Are you excited, Chili? Is that no, I just want my hay. But that is super exciting because I am so sick and tired of flat work because we basically decided that Lucy isn't going to jump. She just doesn't know how to, like, she just wants to like step over it. I'm gonna keep going with her, but until I can actually get a jump out of her, there's no point me showing you guys. But yeah, I'm super pleased with our flat work today, and we'll see what else we get up to. So then it was time to turn Lucy and Chili out for the afternoon. So normally when they were coming in earlier, they'd stay in, but now we bring them in later because we're kind of like gradually getting to the point where they're going to be staying out in the evening. So they now go back out after they've been ridden, and so they can enjoy the grass for a little bit longer, and then they'll come in later tonight. So the reason that Chili wears a fly mask is due to his allergies. We find that it helps. And for everyone who's messaged me recently recommending a nose net when I ride him, thank you so much for your recommendations and taking the time to contact me. But we have actually already tried that with Chili, and it kind of made him worse. I don't know if it being around his nose irritated him or what. We are going to look into different types of headwear for him when he's riding, but at the minute he seems, touch wood, okay. So obviously we'd sooner he had nothing on. But yeah, when he's turned out, he is having a full fly mask on at the moment. In a bit. And then it's time to pop Lucy out as well. I got. Good girl. So I was going to ride Caramel, but the arena is super dusty because we've not had rain in ages. So our new oscillators come today, and I'm going to give this a go and just sort of drench the school a bit, because our irrigation system isn't on yet, so this is what we're going to use. So as we were watering the arena, it meant that I couldn't ride Charlie or work Caramel in it. So what I decided to do instead was clean some tack. So today I cleaned Lucy's. My mum also cleaned Chile's, and we kind of like did it together. So I started with Lucy's bridle. Now Lucy's bridle wasn't actually that dirty. None of her tack really was. It's not been that long since it was washed, so I just kind of gave it a quick wipe over today, didn't give it a really in-depth clean. So one thing I always do is rinse my bit after each time I've ridden, but today I took the bit off and gave it a scrub. I recommend using a toothbrush, it works really well, and I just clean mine in water because obviously you don't want any chemicals on the bit that is then going to go into your horse's mouth. So then I just popped the bridle back together. And then I moved on to the saddle and started with the girth. So Lucy's dressage girth gets really dirty, especially because on the edge it's really indented, so all the hairs stick in it. So I also use a toothbrush on that to remove all the hairs, and I find it works really well. And then I use it to help remove the grease as well with some of the soap, and then just wipe it down with a sponge after, and I find that's a really good way of cleaning the girth, especially if you have a dressage girth like mine. And then as for the rest of her saddle, it really just got a wipe down, just because it wasn't really dirty at all. Obviously I didn't even take the stirrups off. That's how lazy I was with cleaning it today. But I did give some of the details a little bit of a scrub with a toothbrush, just because around the metal it can get quite dusty. And that is the tack all cleaned and put away. So today it was time to worm the horses. So our horses are worm counted instead of just being wormed for everything, but they are wormed for tapeworm. So they had that this evening. Now Chile is notoriously difficult. Lucy, we filmed it, but you can't really see it because she moves her head. So you've just got Danny having his. He was pretty good with it. He used to rear back in the day, but he's kind of got older now and just accepted how to have a wormer. And then finally it is tea time, so I mixed up the ponies' feeds and took those down to the field for them. Okay guys, so even though it's 6 o'clock and it's getting on a little bit now, I wanted to give the jumps a bit of a revamp. So the poles and the jumps look really boring at the minute. They're all really kind of rubbish, but I thought I'd just give them a lick of paint to sort of bring a bit of life back to them, since I'm going to be using them soon. So I'm going to start with my jump wings. So we have 2 sets of jump wings. We have some 3-foots and some 5-foots, and I'm going to paint them in the Cuprinol colours that I always use, which is Country Cream and Willow, because they are our farm colours. So that's what I'm going to do now, and then we'll work on the poles after. So this is Cuprinol Country Cream, and I decided the 2 5-foot wings were going to be this colour. So the wings are made of a really kind of soft wood, so it's going to take a lot of painting to actually get them looking good. This was only the first coat, and they are definitely going to need quite a few coats to get the colour that I really want. So as for the smaller 3-foot wings, I decided to do these in the Willow shade because that is our farm's sort of colour, and I really like this. This looked a lot better on the wings, I think, because with it being a slightly darker colour it kind of went on a bit better, but I was super happy with these. Okay, here we go. So our poles are 12 feet. So what I've done is marked off in masking tape the 4-foot mark, and I'm going to paint these in sections now. So it was getting quite late by this stage. It was definitely really cold and I was getting really hungry, so I decided to leave the painting here. But don't worry guys, you can see the finished result in tomorrow's video. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe to my channel, I would so appreciate it. And I will see you all tomorrow at 12 to finally see the finished result of the jumps, as well as a lot more.